going to give you 10 tips in 7 minutes that have actually helped me move from surviving into thriving. Number 10 is the brain dump. This is a way of decluttering your mind and your thoughts. Once a week, I set a timer for 5 minutes and I start writing. I jot down everything that comes to my mind between bills to pay, a friend to call, stuff to think through. Get it out of my brain onto the paper, and I can walk away much freer when that timer goes. When the timer goes, usually I like to organize it a little bit so that I can take some action on some of these items that I must take. I can walk away from this list feeling much freer and so much less stress.
Number 9, the launch pad. Have a bin or basket at the door so that when you're leaving, all you have to do is grab those things out of the basket. You're ready to launch.
This one goes to Kaylee. I'll put it at the launch pad. Okay, can you finish clearing the table, please?
Yeah. What do you want me to do with the extra Pilgrim's Progress book?
Catherine's going to take that. Can you put that in the launch pad?
Then on your way out the door, you grab the things from the launch pad, throw them in your purse, and voila, you're not forgetting things anymore.
Tip number 8, do 1 load of laundry from start to finish every day. This kept me sane when I had a family of 7 at home. I could quickly, within a few minutes, gather enough laundry from the bedrooms to do 1 load. Start it in the morning, first thing, get it running immediately upon getting up, and then set a timer so I don't forget to switch it an hour later. And then again, set a timer so that I don't forget to fold it before it's all wrinkled in the dryer. Just takes a few minutes, and then all the way to finish, folks, put the laundry away. At least deliver it to the rooms it should go to. This helped me stay sane.
You can't clean clutter. Number 7, the 15-minute fling it. Grab a grocery bag, set a timer for 15 minutes. Find 15 items in 15 minutes to give away or throw away. Stuff them in the bag as quick as you can. If you don't love it, never use it, doesn't fit, fling it in the bag. Don't hang on to those too small clothes. They make you sad. Fling them. Make space in your home. You'll feel better. Anything that can bless someone else goes by the door or by the launch pad, ready to go to your thrift shop. Anything that is wrecked goes in the garbage. Done. 15 items that you will never have to organize again.
Number 6, intentional leftovers. As often as possible, when you're preparing a meal, make enough to have intentional leftovers for a few meals. This way, you only have to prep the meat and veggies once, mess the counter and the dishes once, cook it once for a few meals. It's a great use of your time and energy. After supper, when you're cleaning up, dole it out into single-serve containers so that you have quick individual meals to pack it for lunches or TV-styled suppers. Make sure you label them and put them where you can find them in the freezer. It's like having a meal service that you don't have to pay for.
Number 5, prepare the night before. Check your calendar. What's coming up the next day? Get anything ready in advance that's going to take some pressure off in the morning. Your coffee, fill your teapot, get your travel mug out, prep your lunches, at least some of it. Check the menu plan. What's the next day? Do you need to get any meat out and have that thawing in the fridge? Then get that ready. Put your clothes out the night before. These few minutes of prepping in the evening makes the next day so much easier.
Number 4, weekly prep. Any daily task that you could do a week's worth in one shot, do it. I pre-measure my coffee into the coffee filters for the week, and I put them in a sealed container. I do the same with my assorted tea bags. I open my vitamin bottles only once, and I put them in containers for the whole week. I fill water bottles for 7 days worth. Any task that you can do an entire week's worth in a one shot, just do it. A tiny bit more effort up front makes things less hectic every day. 3 tip for stepping out of survival mode into thriving is this reminder file system. I call mine brain files because it frees up space in my brain. I have here numbers 1 through 31 and January through December, so 43 files. Each day, then you would just look in the front file. So on the first, I'd have a bill to pay, I would deal with that on the 1st, and then I would file it at the back behind 31. And then the next day, I would be on to day 2. Basically, anything that is time specific can go in here, whether it's something you write on a cue card for yourself or a wedding invitation or kids registration paper. File it in here, deal with it on the appropriate day. Same for the days of, or for the months of the year. If there's something that doesn't need to be dealt with until August, you leave it here. And then when August rolls around, you put it into one of the appropriate dates. Basically, anything that used to be in a stack of paper to be gone through someday is now filed in here on appropriate days so that you drop fewer balls.
Number 2, meal plan. Once a week, sit down with pen and paper and pick 7 suppers for the week. A simple tool to help with this is to brainstorm with your family a master list of suppers that your family likes. Keep this list in a binder, and every time you think of a good supper, add to the master list. Write your 7 suppers onto a paper or a whiteboard. Start simple. You can eventually make a special meal board if you like. The key is to take a few minutes to make decisions about supper in advance before you're in the middle of the week, overwhelmed and exhausted, before you're feeling decision fatigue. Make sure you jot down all the groceries you need to pick up to carry out the meal plan. You're going to save money and reduce stress with this plan.
And number 1, believe you can do anything for 15 minutes. Pick a junk drawer, a shelf in the fridge. No more being paralyzed into believing you don't have time. No more all or nothing attitude. Pick an area, grab your 4 tools, a timer, a focus basket. This is to prevent those rabbit trails. If something goes in another room, throw it in the focus basket. Do not leave your designated area for those 15 minutes. Have a garbage close by. We don't have time for extra steps. Have your phone close by. Recognize that these 15 minutes will be when you remember every single thing you forgot to take care of. Use Siri, set reminders or alarms so that you can just deal with it after the timer goes off. Nothing will take you off track in these 15 minutes. So, start your timer, race the 15 minutes. At the end of it, put away everything in the focus basket, and then enjoy that progress you've made. So remember, you can do anything for 15 minutes. Now, go out and get started moving out of surviving into thriving.